Gone are the days when offices meant dreary cubicles, depressing lighting, and drab walls. The best offices in the world these days are no less than advanced working stations, designed to help employees be their productive best. These offices not only allow for employees to focus on their work, but offer a multitude of ways to relax and unwind. In today's video, we are going to take a look at top 5 business headquarters. But before we continue, if you don't want to miss a video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get notified every time we post new videos. Let's get started. Number 5. Apple Park. Built in Cupertino, California, the Apple Park is built on 176 acres and took 8 years to go through the planning, proposal, permit application, and construction processes. In 2017, the 12,000 Apple employees began working from the spaceship, filling in the 4-story, 2,800,000 square foot building. While the building is immense, it's also eco-friendly. Steve Jobs required that the campus be more like a nature refuge than an office park. So some 80% of Apple Park is green space that has been planted with drought-resistant trees and indigenous plants. Large orchards dot the property and supply fruit for the cafeterias. The roof is covered in solar panels, which provide approximately 75% of the campus's power needs. The building is also designed to resist earthquakes. The cost of the building reached such astronomical levels in part because of the circular design. That circular building is immense, measuring 1 mile in circumference. Buses and bikes are provided for employees to get from one end of the campus to the other. Under the building is a network of roads and parking spaces. The campus also features 7 cafes and a 100,000 square foot fitness center. The Steve Jobs Theater sits 1,000 people. There are also 2 large buildings for the research and development facilities, as well as a care clinic for employees. Number 4. Google Headquarters. Google's various offices and campuses around the globe have been created to reflect the company's philosophy, which is essentially to create the happiest, most productive workplace in the world. And the internet giant's Silicon Valley campus certainly does that. Located at 1600 Amphitheater Parkway in Mountain View, California, and just a short drive away from the Computer History Museum, it expands to over 2 million square feet. Though the company owns many buildings in the area, the main campus area is in front of the vast Building 43, which in itself is a massive contrast to the Menlo Park garage where Google humbly started out all those years ago. Visitors are free to check out the building and the rest of the 12-acre campus, but to actually go inside, you'll have to know someone at Google or have an invite. It's clear to see why, because of the incredible number of perks on offer to employees. There's fitness and wellness centers, group cooking classes, free gourmet meals, a bowling alley, beach volleyball, and even coffee tasting. Google's campus is that it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. New 5% deposit scheme to make it easier for people to buy homes, and even the nearest high street is far from what us Brits are used to seeing in the UK. But don't worry, Google has you covered. Employees can help themselves to a Google bike to travel around the big campus as it is so big. Number 3. Microsoft Headquarters. Microsoft's campus acts as somewhat a perfect metaphor for the company. It's gigantic, it's sprawling, and when you set foot on campus, you feel much more optimistic about Microsoft's future than people outside the campus. Microsoft's campus isn't just one giant donut-shaped glass spaceship like Apple is planning for its new headquarters. Instead, it's over 120 buildings spread across Redmond, Washington. It's more like a town than a headquarters. To get around, you take Microsoft shuttles. Even people who spend lots of time at the campus get lost easily. Today, it takes 22 minutes to walk from one end of Microsoft's sprawling 500-acre headquarters to the other. But that long-distance hike will shrink to a 7-minute stroll when the tech giant is finished with a major refresh of the original swath of campus, the storied ground from which the company rose to dominate the PC software industry. Number 2. Facebook Headquarters. Facebook's success has been so resounding, it has changed Facebook itself. No longer a scrappy up-and-comer, it's now one of the world's most successful social media and digital advertising platforms. Facebook's headquarters in Menlo Park sits on the edge of San Francisco Bay on a sprawling campus that feels more like a town than an office. MPK, as insiders call it, covers more than 250 acres and contains more than 30 buildings. Facebook has matured as a company, but it still remains a healthy dose of its early hacker culture. This extends from the campus's address One Hacker Way into the office interiors. This can mean personalizing a desk, hanging a pride flag from a banister, or doing something a bit more elaborate. Once, for instance, an employee spontaneously brought a Japanese game to campus and installed it in a closet. Other employees brought in games of their own, and soon the closet has been transformed into a bustling arcade, complete with a Dance Dance Revolution stage. Number 1. Nike World Headquarters. Plopped into the center of Beaverton, Oregon, the Nike World Headquarters doesn't fail to live up to the company's sporty image. The facilities house 2 soccer fields, an impressively large gym, a tennis court, a putting green, and a beautiful running court that makes its trail through some of the area's native greenery. The Beaverton facilities also house the Nike Sport Research Lab, or NSRL. The lab is joint-owned by American Apparel and Nike, and is used for various sports equipment and apparel testing using motion capture rooms, environmental chambers, and a set of facilities known individually as the kitchen and the oven. And that's all for today's video. Let us know your views in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video before leaving. Thanks for watching.